All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to start off the week and give you a bunch of these updates of some of these platforms and farms that we are in. Of course, it goes without saying that anything I talk about on my videos is for entertainment purposes only. Never financial advice, guys. You should do your own research, do your own due diligence. And if you're okay with risk, because let's be real, this is all super risky, then and only then should you put in risk capital, okay? Risk capital only, guys. Funds you can afford to lose. So that being said, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link down below for that. Also, subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my other channel down below in the description box as well. You can subscribe to that. Yeah, so that out of the way, guys, let's jump right into it. As you can see, Bitcoin up over 45K. Really, really awesome stuff, guys. We'll see if it can hold up above 45K. But again, if you're a long-term hodler, then this really shouldn't matter, okay? For me, I'm a long-term hodler. I'm just going to be holding not only Bitcoin, but a bunch of these other cryptos. I have them locked away in different hard wallets. I like to keep a loose side just to kind of see what's going on. But whether it goes down, whether it goes up, if you're holding for the long term anyway, then it really shouldn't matter, guys, okay? Now, some of you guys might say, well, you know, it was at 60K, then it went down to 30, now it's at 45, then it might drop down. Like, who cares, right? Like, who cares? You know, Bitcoin was at 3K not too long ago, right? As long as you're, you know, tracking the yearly lows, and you see that the yearly lows are consistently going up, then you know it's a super bullish sign. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff, guys. I got into Bitcoin early on when it was you know, I first saw Bitcoin when it was at $600. And I was like, man, what the heck is this? This will never last. Kind of like probably like a lot of you guys. And I wish I had taken action at that time, but I didn't really know what it was. I was trying to understand it. I had a buddy of mine trying to explain it to me. And I was like, man, this does not make any type of sense. But it finally clicked and everything started to make sense for me. I think Bitcoin was at like, I don't know, $1,900, something like that. And then I started to really pay attention. And then when I actually got in, I think it was at like 2,500 or something like that, maybe less than 20, a little bit less than 2,500. So we were in early with this stuff. Not as early as I would like. Obviously, I wish I got in much earlier than that. We've just been howling, guys, and it's been fun. So anyway, that being said, crypto market's looking really good. ETH up over 3,000. Man, BNB $355. Just things are looking good, guys. So let's jump into these different platforms. As you can see here, Drip sitting at $21.70. This one's kind of moving up and down a little bit. It was at $20, I think, late last night, or a little bit over $20. So yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for this thing to drop below 20. If this thing drops below 20, I'm gonna be buying a bunch of it. I have it already locked and loaded and ready to go. So I'm gonna keep a loose eye on this. I think it's a major buying opportunity, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here, guys. By the way, some of you guys are saying, well, how do I get BNB? Simple way you can get BNB. There's a couple different things. There's different bridges you can use. This one here works very simple. This is Changely. They're not pronouncing that right? I've been using this for years. I still don't know how to pronounce it. But Changely, you can actually take, you know, TRX or ETH or Bitcoin or whatever crypto you have and swap it over for BNB. Okay. Again, go through this yourself. Not going to go into this right now. And my suggestion, although I don't like to suggest anything, is always do a small test transaction first. Make sure it goes through, you know, properly. Never do like a huge big transaction and you've never used the platform before, because you might lose your funds. You might do it wrong. You might do something right that cause you to lose your funds. So always do a small test transaction first. Once you feel comfortable, you know, do a couple more transactions. Whenever I do a big transaction, I always do it in pieces. I never do one big transaction where I risk losing it for whatever reason. It's lost in the blockchain universe. You know, we've probably all had that happen to us. I always do it in pieces. So yeah, this thing drops below we are going to be making a pretty big buy with it. So yeah, this is going good. Going to be doing an airdrop on my second account, or my new account. This account's going to get maxed out pretty quickly, especially if I start, you know, compounding and doing other stuff. So if you want to, follow me over on my new account, I will leave a buddy address for that down below. But yeah, this one here looking really solid still. As BNB starts to pump and the price of drip starts to come down, it's actually going up right now, but hopefully, right, fingers crossed, if it starts to come down a little bit more and BNB is going up, it's a perfect time to buy. You're going to get the best bang for your buck because BNB is way, way, way up. Drip is way, way, way down. You're going to be using, you're going to be able to scoop up a lot of it on the dip. Anyway, drip's looking really, really good. This one here is launching, I believe, tomorrow. So when this thing launches, we'll talk about it a little bit more. But there's going to be obviously some liquidity pools that you can pair with drip. Last time drip partnered with a farm, the price pumped, right? So we'll see if the price is going to pump, if it comes down. I'm hoping it will. But again, if you do not know how to farm, don't even get into this. Stay with drip. This is for people who know how to farm, know how farms work. All of that just to say that hopefully the price will, it'll have an effect on the price as we see it launch. USwap. Let's look at the price of UME. Yeah, so the price is coming up a little bit. This was at $2.60. Now it's at $3, as I knew it would, because they just hinted over on their Telegram about another IDO that they're going to be launching. They didn't give a date or anything like that, but they did say this week they're going to be announcing another IDO. At least they hinted towards that. They're kind of teasing that. And of course, when that happens, people start to scoop up UME because you need UME to get into these different IDOs. So yeah, the easy play for this, guys, as I mentioned way, way, way back when, is scoop up a bunch of UME when it's low, $2.50, $2.60. Whenever they do an IDO, it always goes up at between $5 and $6, sometimes even higher than that. It's an easy trade. Or you can just be a long-term player here and just stake or farm UME rather, right? As you can see, we're doing that still. I'm still just farming away here, just collecting. I got about a little bit under $2,400 here that I'm going to claim right after this video. They do have their chicken coop game out. Obviously, they have a beta of their NFT marketplace. I've been researching NFTs over the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to be getting into different NFTs. There's a couple of different NFTs that I want to kind of research a little bit more. But yeah, this thing here is working. It's a long-term play for me. It's doing its thing, and it's set it and forget it type of farm. Crypto future, guys, as you can see here, this one here is doing really well also. Friday's passive payout, I believe, was about 1.29%. So it's been averaging well above 1%. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say about crypto future other than it's working, it's doing its thing. We actually have 3 accounts, as I've mentioned before. I always set up in a binary. I'll always set up 3 different accounts. So yeah, we've just been kind of racking up with this thing. It's been kind of working in the background as we play around with drip and other things, get into different farms, different coins. This one here has been just doing its thing in the background here. So super, super happy with this. Every single withdrawal comes through pretty quick. And yeah, we'll continue to promote this and build it out as we move forward. This one here is launching on the 13th. So I think Friday, I think that's this Friday. Yeah, right now it's in beta phase. They've worked out majority of the kinks. I don't think there's any other kinks right now that they need to work out. When something is in pre-launch, that means it's in beta. That's when they're working out all the little glitches, all the little kinks. When you don't launch a site and people start, doing transactions on a site without having any type of glitches. So they use that beta phase to kind of work all that stuff out. And then when it launches, when it officially launches, all that stuff has been worked out and fixed. So the official start, the real start date of this is going to be on the 13th. So this is early days. I mean, this is early days of this platform. Again, it's a much more conservative platform compared to other things that we've seen in the past. But yeah, hopefully, that 10 to 12% a month will enable it to sustain itself and run a little bit longer. The other value of this is you can actually advertise other deals and other platforms on, on their platform using their ad credits, right? So if you're familiar with ad packs and that type of model, you already know what I'm talking about. But over the last week, they've put on about 2,700 plus people, and out of that, 1,111 of them have actually bought pack or more. So yeah, this is early days, guys. As you can see here, up to 3% weekly cashback profit. Not going to go into this. You probably already know how this works, but yeah, they are going to be providing proof of their trade, so that'll be exciting to see. Auto compounding is available. I mean, if you don't want to auto compound, you don't have to. It's totally optional. And then you have the affiliate side to this. Again, very simple, nothing crazy. There's a one level 10% direct commission, and then there's a matrix that's being built out, pays out 1.8%. Again, doesn't seem like much right now if you look in your back office, but again, this thing hasn't even officially launched. Wait till 3 months, 6 months down the road, 12 months, hopefully, right? I mean, we'll see if it goes that long, but down the road, when this thing is cranking, your matrix can be filled and it can equate to much more than you're seeing right now. Don't look at the beginning of the movie and mistake that for the end of the movie, because you're looking at it like, oh man, this thing, I only have 10 people in my matrix. Yeah, because we haven't started yet, right? This thing hasn't even launched. There's a lot of leaders that are kind of waiting for the launch, waiting to see what the first passive payout is. Once they see it cranking, it'll start moving to momentum, or at least that's, hopefully what will happen. That being said, I'll be doing a full review sometime this week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so the 13th is when this thing officially launches. Right here, if you want to check this out, you can create a free account. Not going to go into too much info here. I've done that already. And I actually have another channel that not necessarily I started. It's an old channel of mine that I'm going to be posting on again, where I'm going to be putting more content and info on MetaZero over on that channel, only because this is more of a traditional MLM build. Yes, it's in the crypto space. Yes, it's a crypto phone built on the Cardano blockchain. You'll be able to do some cool things with it, but this is more of a traditional build, which I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised, how people jumped onto this. We have quite a few people that have jumped on and are actually building their own teams. So super proud of those people. We have people that have blown past us, right? Crazy. I mean, we've put in, I don't know, close to 90 people, if more. I think maybe even more by the time I finish this video. And then we have people that we brought in that actually have way more than us that they brought in. So it's super exciting. This will be a long-term build also. So yeah, you can check all this stuff out. I'll leave a link down below, but I'll post a link also to my channel that I'm talking about this more down below as well. Before I go into these different farms, I have a couple other platforms here. This one here, there's now a way to convert ECC to EIFI in your EtherConnect back office. As you can see here, the price of ECC is now 37.5 cents. Started at 10 cents when this thing started. When we started talking about it, it was at 11 cents. And this right here, EIFI, is at $14.70. I think it started at $1, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but it was really, really low. So yeah, I'll leave a link to this if you want to check this out. Again, you do need a VPN, so just be aware of that for EtherConnect. And again, Omega Digital is another platform you need a VPN for. Going to talk about them more on other videos here, but I'm still in on this, and it's moving quite nicely. So a couple of these different farms, cake, $18.34, doing really, really well. We'll see if it can break through that $20 mark. If BNB continues to go up, I'm pretty sure this will cross that $20 mark, because everything follows everything on BSC follows BNB. This one here also looking really good. We'll see if it crosses over that $3 mark. This was at dollar something, not too long ago. So this one here has been steadily moving up as well. There's a couple of farms in here that are paying out 500 and 600% APY. So if you're into farming on BSC, you can check out some stuff over on ApeSwap. BuySwap still looking really, really good. You can see here the price is now $1.27. And the TVL is 600 plus million. Yeah. So BuySwap doing its thing. CoinSwap still doing its thing right here at $3. There was another farm here. I think I forgot to pull up the. I'll probably talk about it in another video. I had another farm I was looking at. But yeah, these BSC farms are still kind of doing their thing. Again, BSC, farming in general, you got to get in early because the APY starts to drop, and obviously the coin value sometimes will drop as well. Not sometimes, a lot of times will drop as well. So you got to know when to jump in, when to jump out, and then when to jump back in again if you see, some indicators that you like. But yeah, these farms are, they've just been doing their thing for the longest time. This one here, I'm not going to really talk about too much here, but you can check it out. I did a video on this. This is Tron Economy. These Tron ROI smart contracts, only put in what you can afford to lose. These are hypes. These are super high risk. You get in, these contracts can drain, and they can even rug, right? And someone left a comment saying, "Oh, is this drip on Tron?" No, this is not drip on Tron. Totally different. Apples and oranges. Okay. Not drip on Tron. This is an ROI contract, simple and plain. You get in, you hopefully ROI, get into profit. But again, ultra high risk. I would even consider this an HYIP. So yeah, lots of stuff, guys, to start off the week. Super excited. I'm looking at some NFT projects, researching that. Might do a video on that sometime this week. We'll see. But yeah, drip doing its thing. Yeah, crypto kicking butt. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Make sure you follow me over on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, whichever channel you're seeing this on, subscribe to it, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified every time I do a brand new video. All right, guys, I'll catch you soon on the next video. Peace.